Hey everyone, it's Alicia and welcome back into my kitchen. And if this is your first time here, hello and welcome into my kitchen. My name is Alicia Nyblade and I host cooking videos and writing videos, and I am a Wiccan and I love kitchen witchery. That's one of my main elements of my practice, and today's recipe is what I promised you guys in my last video. I'm going to share with you how to make Clara's poor man's meal. This is a one-pot dish that Clara and her family would eat often during the Great Depression. It features sautéed potatoes, onions, hot dogs, a little bit of tomato sauce, and it's absolutely delicious. I've been making it for several years. I first discovered Clara's YouTube channel when she was still with us. I think I first found it around 2012, 13, I want to say. So yeah, I've been making her recipes before her channel really blew up with 2020 and all those events that came with it. But finding delicious recipes that are inexpensive and only use a few ingredients, that never goes out of style. So with that, I will show you how to make this wonderfully delicious, simple, and inexpensive dinner. Let's get cracking on Clara's poor man's meal. For this recipe, you will need 3 large potatoes, and even for the potatoes I usually use, these are pretty big ones, but yeah, 3 large potatoes. I have russets here because that's the typical potato that I use just in general, but feel free to use whatever potatoes you can find or happen to have. So 3 large potatoes, 1 yellow onion, some hot dogs. The original recipe calls for 4 hot dogs, but I think I might go with 5 this time just because the potatoes are so extra big. And some tomato sauce. Clara just uses a few spoonfuls from a large jar of tomato sauce, but I typically like to use this little 6 or 8 ounce can of tomato sauce because it's the perfect amount, and I know I'm getting the same amount each time. And of course you'll need vegetable oil for frying, but I've got that in the pan on the stove already. And the beauty of this recipe is it's all done in one pan and it starts in a cold pan. So the first step is going to be to peel and dice the potatoes and to slice the onion and just put them, you start off with cooking those in the pan. So I'm just going to throw them in the pan as I get them ready so I have more counter space to slice up the hot dogs. And yeah, this recipe is very simple, and as you'll see, so let's get started. Alright, so here I've got the first step going. I have the sliced onion and the peeled and diced potatoes in a pan over medium-high heat in some oil, and I am sauteing them. You're going to want to saute them until they just start to soften, which for me takes about 12-13 minutes. And once that's done, I will move on to the next step, which is adding in the hot dogs. I have the sliced hot dogs here, and the tomato sauce, and some water here just in case if the onions and potatoes start sticking, you can add in a splash of water. But yeah, this is the first step to making the poor man's meal. Phase 2, I have mixed in the sliced up hot dogs and the little can of tomato sauce, and now to finish cooking, you'll want to cook this for about 18-20 minutes until the little sliced hot dogs have curled a bit and the potatoes and onions are fully cooked and caramelized, or rosy as Clara would say. Whenever one of her recipes would call for something to be cooked or baked until it was golden brown, she would say cook it till it's rosy. So I'm gonna do that. Keep cooking until everything is tender and ready to eat. And also, as far as how much oil, Clara didn't measure hers with cooking the potato and onion. She just put in a couple glugs. Don't skimp on the oil. This is a recipe that needs a generous amount of it because we're going for historical accuracy here, and this recipe comes from the 1930s, so yeah, Be generous with the oil. It's what Clara would have wanted. And here it is, guys. Clara's finished poor man's meal. The onions and potatoes are soft and the hot dogs are cooked. I mean, they're pretty much already cooked, but they're warm and have gotten a little bit curly and they smell delicious. You can tell that the hot dogs add a little bit of that sort of smoky meat flavor to the whole dish, so that's gonna be great. And the tomato sauce is in there. This meal is just amazing. Even if I was rich, I would eat this. It's so wonderful. It's just comfort food. It's a one-pot dish. It doesn't take that long to put together. It's inexpensive. It's fantastic. It's great for anyone, no matter what your situation is, but especially if you're still in quarantine kitchen, or if you're a college student or an artist like me who is living on a budget. Meals like this are fantastic. So thank you again, Clara, for your presence in my kitchen through one of your recipes. Cheers and blessed be to wherever you are. Your warmth and memories are truly a gift from the gods, and of course from you and your family. Thank you so much, and to all of you who watched this, thanks again for stopping by in my kitchen. I will hope to see you soon with another recipe. I don't know what I'll cook next, but we'll find out together. So thanks for watching. If you try this meal, I hope you enjoy it, and check out Clara's channel. I'll link it below, and see you next time. Blessed be.